Welcome sages, it's me, Kolo the Wise, and today I'm going to make a build for Awake, the fourth. It's called the fourth, but it's not actually the fourth card. That gives plus 3 revivals, and consuming a revival gives plus 10 max health, plus 1 armor, and plus 5 might, area, duration, and speed. This is again, I think, one of my favorites Arcana so far, and the build will be done, of course, on the one and only Krochi Frito, I don't know how to read that name. He starts with 1 revival, gains 1 more revival at level 33, so there's already 2 revivals. With the power-ups you have 3 revivals, with the card you'll have 6 revivals, and with Tiragisu I think you'll have like, what, 8 revivals or something. But again, let's start the run on Inlaid Library because it's actually one of the easiest maps out there. And okay, so which one was it? 4? Yep. Now, before we start, I want to make a TLDR for the build. So for the weapons we have Cross, because the character starts with that. Both guns, because they evolve with Tiragisu. Lightning Ring, Song of Mana, King's Bible, and then Runetracer. So now we already get the Runetracer. I wish I could get the weapons though faster. Actually, let's stop the damage numbers. And as the passive items we have Clover, Tiragisu of course, Duplicator, Curse, Spellbinder, and Bracer. But if you are playing on a map that doesn't have Empty Tome already on the map, like in the library, you can, let's banish something, let's Stone Mask, whatever. If you don't have Empty Tome on the map, as I said, you can actually unequip the Bracer and actually get the Empty Tome because it's essential for the build. It helps the build a lot, but since I'm playing on Inlaid Library right now, I will not get Empty Tome from the leveling up, and actually I will get it from the map. So we already have both guns, that's nice. I think that this build is actually insane. I wonder how much gold can you make at the end, because every time you die, nah, the weapon is okay. I think that I don't think at the end, whenever you're fighting the death and you get killed but then revive again, you get gold based on how many times you revived already. At the 3rd revival, I guess, you get like 300 gold more than you would get normally, and I really want to see how much gold we get at the end if we get killed by the death. Let's evolve Rune Cross, maybe. I don't really like the Cross evolved, to be honest, but I'm taking the Clover anyways because it helps with all the drops and so on. Actually, I think, if you don't want, let's take the Bracer, yeah, that's good. If you don't want Clover, that means evolving the Cross, you can take something else, maybe Candelabrador, because the Cross in itself is very powerful even before evolution, so there's no need for you to take that. But I took it anyways because I like to have evolved weapons, and it also again helps with the drops. It's just one of those cases in which the weapon is powerful enough already, so you don't have to evolve it in order to unlock its full potential. I think that the Cross in some cases is actually better than unevolved is better than the evolution. So we already have like, what, half of the build or something. We've been pretty lucky. Yeah, let's evolve the Cross. So we've been pretty lucky so far. But as always, whenever I'm doing a video like this, I think I will skip the video, come back when I have the full build, show you how the build works, how the build plays out, and since my interest in seeing how much gold you get from having more than like, what, 3 evolutions does on death, I will show you that too. So I will stop the video right now and come back in a couple of seconds. So see you in a couple of seconds. Okay, so I finished the build, I evolved all the weapons. Basically this is the build, as you can see right here in the top left part of my screen. While making this build, I realized that you can change some weapons here and there. Maybe don't take the Lightning Ring and don't take the Duplicator. and take something else if you want, but this is the build that I came up with, so I continued it. This is how it looks. It's very powerful, so I guess, I mean, I don't like this character because of his passives and his revival and so on, but for the sake of this video and for the sake of that Arcana, I think it's a pretty decent character. I think it really becomes the immortal ultimate revival build or whatever. I don't know how I will name the video though, but it's pretty fun. So I think that from my calculations I was right. You get like 8 revivals, so you're basically, yeah, pretty immortal. But I'll have to see how this build does and how much gold you take from the death at the end, so like after the 30-minute mark. Until then, I guess I will just leave it AFK because I don't have any reason to play anymore. The build is very powerful already. As you can see, no mob gets closer to me than like maybe a couple of them, but other than that it's pretty powerful anyways. So I will just pause the video again and come back in like 15 minutes or something, 10 minutes or something, to see how much gold we take at the end. But basically this is a build. I will say it again. So for character you take Krochi, and the first card that you take during your run is Awake, because it gives you 3 revivals. After that we have as weapons Cross, the guns evolved, so those are 2 guns in the beginning that you have to evolve and then they turn into 1. Lightning Ring, Song of Mana, King's Bible and Runetracer, but again you can change the weapon as you like, as you will. Maybe there are some other better combinations than this. And as passive items for my build at least is Clover, Tiragisu, Duplicator, Curse, Spellbinder and Bracer, and then Empty Tome because I play on inlaid library. But if you play on other maps you can take, instead of the Bracer, the Empty Tome because it's a pretty powerful passive item to have in any build anyways. Other than that, I found another card and I took that one with the projectile speed. As you can see, like how fast everything is moving, especially the Runetracer and the evolved guns. But I will come back in a couple of seconds to show you what 8 revivals do to this. Okay, so we have 30 seconds left to get to the last part of the mission, the session, until we get killed. So I actually died a couple of times because I literally stood completely AFK, and I didn't mind fighting those bosses that do not have pushback effects. I kind of forgot about them. So we have only 6 revives, but again the point of this video was only to show the build and to show a way to do it. We got 10k gold and that's impressive enough, but I really want to end the video by showing how much gold you can actually make. So this is our first revive in which we get 500 bonus coins. Let's see if we can actually... The next one gives us 100 extra bonus coins, and I actually... Well, I'm actually surviving pretty well. This is our 3rd death, which gives us 200 extra gold. The next one will give us 300, I guess. I mean, I assume. Okay, so you get 100 extra coins per cumulative death. This one gave us 400, yeah, okay. The next one will give us 500. No, it gave us 100. Maybe it's bugged. Maybe the game isn't set so you can have like more than 3 or 4 deaths. This one gave us only 100. Well, you can't have them all, I guess. But this is a build. I hope you enjoy it. Again, it's not like the best build. It's just the build that I came up with. I don't consider it the perfect build for Krochi or the Arcana card. If you have other builds, just tell me in the comments below. I will try them. If you have a video, again, you can link it and I will watch it. Maybe I actually did one of the worst builds ever. Who knows? But again, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Kolo the Wise, and until next time, stay wise.